Today's class is going to be Bowspring Flow for when you just can't. So are you ever feeling it, the low energy? Do you ever feel tired, like it's hard to get out of bed? Maybe you worked out too hard yesterday and you feel all achy and icky. Well, today we're going to do a flow that helps open up those achy, icky areas that maybe were overworked, and maybe we'll end up having a little bit more energy in the long run. So we're not going to expend a lot of energy. We're going to try to create some energy here. So join us for some energy creation, Bowspring Flow for when you just can't. Thanks for joining. All right, we'll start off in hero pose. So find a way to mindfully get on the floor, honoring the posture. And you can sit on a block here, or if it's available for you, sit on your lifted hollow ankles. Hands come to the tops of the thighs, dome hands. And seek uniform tone in the body. Here, be very mindful of areas that are overworking. So right now, I'm thinking I want to block right now, so that's okay. I'm not trying to overdo it. Block. Oh, thank you, block. Yes, I recommend 1 or 2 blocks. Makes it more fun. So what area is overworking? Scan your body. It might be different for you than it is for me. So right now and throughout my whole day today, my low back and middle back have been overworking. They've been stress tightening all day long. So I'm going to seek uniform tone. I'm just going to let that go, which is hard to let it go all the way, but I'll try to let it go to at least match the tone in the front body. And then notice some areas of my body are kind of asleep. Say the backs of my arms and the backs of my legs. I'm going to try to wake them up a little bit. So not really squeezing all my muscles tight, but just looking for that easy, uniform tone. Imagining my rib cage is a floating unit. It lifts and breaks away from my hips. My waist is the carriage between the two, and I can find some movements here. And same with my head. My head lifts and floats up. Yeah, there we go. Reposturing along the way whenever you need to, seeking that uniform tone. Finding a central channel that is open. It starts at the crown of the head, passes through the whole body without interruption, exits through the pelvic floor. You can say it starts at the pelvic floor and exits the crown of the head. It's a continuing circuit. It goes round and round. And we can draw energy from this. Reach to seed hands forward, suck up your armpits, press your shoulder blades away from each other, finding broadness in the back, uniform tone in the legs. Spring load your hips back. You can reach back and ditch the block. I don't need it right now. Hips go back, reach down, touch dome hands, slide into spring hands. Walk your knees back enough so that they're just a little bit behind your hips and that your hands are just a little bit in front of your shoulders. And let's take some time here finding uniform tone, not overworking anything, but not letting anything go dormant or fall asleep here. Press the tops of the feet to the floor to push the hips back to the tail. And find lift in your low ribs. Find lift in the low right rib. Find lift in the low left rib. Find lift in the back part, the place between your shoulder blades.
Find broadness in the front body. Find a hollow in your armpits, a hollow in your elbow pits. A spring under your palm, softness in your fingers. And a couple pulses here. Tuck the right toes under, crouching foot. Swing the left foot out to the left and open your right knee. Humble cat. Dig your right paw into the earth to allow you to ground your hips and send them back. Inward curve of the low back. Fullness of the middle and upper back. Let your head drape towards the floor. Keep the hollow in your left elbow. Find fullness of the ribs. Right ribs rotate towards the ceiling. Right dome reaches towards the earth. And find a pulse here. Dig dragging. Gazing at the right hand. Rotate ribs more. And dome slides to spring. Rotate out gracefully the way you came in. Simplify in all fours pose. Knees resist. Fullness of the ribs. Radiant heart radiating. Left foot, crouching foot, right foot, kickstand. And open up, humble cat. Tailbone lifts, not tucks. Rotate ribs. Crown points towards the earth. Oh, this side. Hello, side. Holy moly. So the poses and the movements of the bowspring don't have to be so extravagant. They can be small, deliberate, and you can feel a lot from them. And dome slides to spring. Rotate out. Find fullness in all fours. Spring load the hips back. Lift your back heart, dome the hands, walk the hands to the left. And crescent to the left, left ear, left shoulder. Walk the hands to the right. Crescent. And back center. Dome spring. Really find a spring, a suction cup action underneath your palm, and a micro bend in the elbows. Hands are mat distance apart. Tuck your toes under, come into crouching foot. And so the same posture, just with your knees lifted. So knees energetically resist each other, heels hug in, finding that uniform tone. Fullness of the back part. And pulse, eyes forward. Twisted cat, right, toes and knees swivel to the right, heels stay low. Fill in the low ribs, stay big there, stay buoyant. Head, crown points towards the left hand. Right hand domes. Digging in the paws, find a pulse. And trace a circle around your left foot with your right, step behind, back cat. Stay full in the back ribs. Gaze goes to your left hand. Right hand, ecstasy. You can move from here, swiveling both heels back. To wilder thing. Big drag. Feet activates backs of the legs. And we're not going to stay here long because, I don't know, I just can't today. Trace the circle back around. Come out the way in which you came in. Let's rest in between because we're being nice to ourselves. Mindfulness. Find uniform tone. Not overworking. Both feet crouching. Lift up, crouching cat. Couple pulses. And twisted cat left. Heels stay low. Get big in the ribs. Right low ribs get big too. Crown points towards the floor. Radiant heart lifts and floats you up. Left hand domes. Left foot travels around, back cat. Both heels swivel back. Left hand ecstasy. Pulse. Wilder thing. And left hand dome. Travel the foot back around, dome to spring. And lower down knees. Hero feet. Hero feet, lift knees up and swivel knees to the left. Place your hips on the floor. Slide and glide. Left hand, right hand towards left corner of the mat. Ear to bicep. Left hand domes in front of you, just under your shoulder. Bring your legs to 90-degree angles in front of your body and let your booty stick out behind you. Side bow. Fill your ribs. Bring your right hand to ecstasy. Bring your left hand to ecstasy. Open the belly. Press the feet into the floor, not the floor, into the air as if you're jumping on a trampoline. The belly gets long, the waist comes off the floor. Feel it. Bring the top leg on the floor in front of the bottom leg. And then roll onto your belly, come onto your forearms. And give a couple pulses here. Stay full in the back ribs. And slide right arm long. Lift left seed hand towards the ceiling. V vector arms. Pulse here in a twist. Can you find uniform tone here, even in your legs? Roll hips back, feet back. Sees towards the ceiling and supine shift back to your mat. Bring left hand overhead on the floor and rotate to the left side body. Scoot your hips back behind you. Side bow. Feel the ribs. Dome the right hand. Get full, waist comes up off the floor. Both hands come to ecstasy.
right leg hovers, feet press into the trampoline, belly gets long, belly bows big, hips wide. Cross right leg in front of the left on the floor. Leave your legs where they are, and then send your body onto forearms. Stay full in the low ribs. Into pulse. Slide left arm long, head down, and V-vector arms. Find resistance in the arms so we're not flopping over into a twist. We're finding freedom and we're finding space with the resistance intact. Sometimes you can find more space there, hidden space. And then roll over onto the back, 2 seats to the ceiling. Supine shift back to your mat. Belly gets long, tailbone points towards the floor, belly button lifts towards the ceiling. Bring the hands to chin up bar. Head back, neck long, belly long. Walk the feet back. Pick up the hips and then shift them side to side. Keeping the inner sides of the feet connected to the earth. Maintaining a dig drag action to maintain activation on the backs of the legs. The hips back down. Dig drag feet, lift up. Square leg. Hands come to knees. Freedom pose. Fiesta flare your feet. And then rock. Seats to the ceiling, V-vector arms, and legs to the left, seats to the right. Maintaining tone. Legs to the right, seats to the left. Feet come down. Hand come to the buttocks and mold the flesh upward. Legs stretch long. Reach seats to the ceilings. Cross the forearms and round out the upper back, making contact with the earth. And hands come down, palms to the earth, or palms rotating up. Assimilation. Slide your right arm overhead on the floor. Roll over to the right side. And allow your rib cage to lead the waistline up. Rotate the thighs inward. Rotate the calves out. Reach your hands. Touch fingertips. Low, low. Press the palms together. Feel your radiance be effective. See, sometimes you feel like you just can't. Thanks for watching, guys.